on myself.
Welcome back to Nerd Thug Radio. I am the Captain Joey Savage. Sitting across from me is my heterosexual life partner,
Corey DLG.
And Nico DLG.
You're listening to episode 65 of the Nerd Thug Radio. We are on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1.
Siesta Station.
Every Monday from 1 to 3. You can catch us worldwide at
IRLoneStar.com.
Yeah. And we're also on My City TV here on Sun Lake here in the Conroe area, Montgomery County.
Yeah.
So every Tuesday and Thursday at 3, you can see these beautiful faces, those two, and then my ugly mug. And you can watch us. Or you can catch us on the YouTube, right? YouTube, we're there as well.
It's pronounced Utube.
Utube. So, DL Jizzle.
Oh, you ready for this?
In the middle of the break,
Play that beautiful music, White Bread.
you said you
got
had
you,
something super funky for me.
Oh.
I don't like where this is going already.
Oh.
This is like flashbacks.
You feel it?
This is flashbacks to
Ooh.
my wife only watched this for 6 months straight.
Spooky.
Where's the whistle? How long is this?
Yeah, I know. Like, this is creepy music, though.
I'm not even mad anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even freaked out.
Yep.
Not at one.
Yeah, what happened to my X-Files whistle?
Ruined it.
That's all right. That's
It just
fine.
got ruined.
There it is.
It just got
Found
ruined.
it. Found it.
Oh, that's it?
It's
That's
still
it.
there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think we passed our
are you
30-second
spooked
limit.
Are you
Right,
spooked
no,
it?
but we've been talking over it the whole time.
So what do you
Yeah,
got?
we can do whatever we want.
What do you got?
So, not me personally,
Okay.
but the History Channel
Uh-huh.
is confident that they've solved one of the great mysteries of the modern era.
Oh, here we go with more ghost stories of the DLG
No,
version.
no, this is not a ghost story.
And you have to go see my movie.
Go see my movie. It's paid
I
me
do want to
for
go see
it.
that guy's movie. I do want to see the ghost, and then once I see it, I will decide if it's real or not.
I hope
But
he's, I hope he's
wanna
wearing a
see
hat.
It. Like, I don't
Ghost
even know
hat.
what to say to that. Let's stay on topic before you guys distract me with your ghost hats. Anyway, History Channel, quite confident.
Okay.
And they've, in anticipation of a show they're going to air it just aired yesterday. Check your DVRs, though, because I know it's going to be coming back around. They believe, the History Channel, they have proven conclusively what happened to Amelia Earhart.
I saw this, actually. I read this.
Yeah.
They said there's two big stories where people this week about some things that have been kind of a myth that they've think they've solved. This is one of them.
This is one of them.
They feel like they have footage of what happened to her, right?
It's a photo. It's an old photo.
I think the Japanese took her.
They believe, okay, so basically what happened was on July 2nd, 1937, she did not reach Howland Island in the Pacifics.
Correct.
She was supposed to be there. When she didn't show up, they were like, well, when was the last time anybody talked to her? And it was the night before. And they're like, okay, well, what do we think happened? And no one has any clue. The radio transmissions weren't clear. There was some sort of miscommunication. I think famously she was complaining about like a light or the sun or something. I'm not sure. I don't remember that part specifically well. However, they now have found a photo in Japan that they feel conclusively proves that her and her co-pilot...
yeah, no one ever gives her co-pilot love.
Well, like, I think he was just like the radio guy. Because technically she was doing
Yeah, he still went missing, too.
Right. No, I get it. But technically she's doing an unaided flight. And I think he was just there for like radio stuff.
Okay. But he was there.
He was there. Anyway, Amelia Earhart, there's a photo that they say conclusively proves. They've shown the photo, and I don't think it conclusively proves anything. There's a woman sitting on a dock. There's a guy standing next to her with his arms crossed, and they look very unhappy, and there's a couple Japanese people around them, and then there's a Japanese government tugboat pulling something away. You can't see what it's tugging away because of the dock and the position of everybody.
Right.
They're saying that on the tugboat is her plane, and that the man and the woman are Amelia Earhart and her radio dude, whatever his name was. Radio dude.
And they lived their life happily ever after.
No, they're saying Japan was, at this point, it's pre-World War II, and Japan was expanding its presence in the islands to prepare for World War II.
Okay.
They were already in the process, so they believed them to be spies for the U.S. government, and so they illegally kept them.
And they lived their lives happily ever after.
They died in a prison shortly thereafter.
They ate sushi for the rest of their lives.
I believe the second one.
They died in a prison shortly thereafter is how the story goes.
Well, we don't know what happened, so I'm going to stick with they ate sushi the rest
So
of their lives.
Japan has actually been accused of this numerous times
Yeah.
over the past 15, 20 years.
Dang.
75 years.
And Japan has actually said numerous times that they've gone through the records of the old government regime and they see no records to indicate that they ever captured.
Why would they kept records?
Right.
Well,
People keep records.
Actually, the Japanese probably would have kept pretty thorough records. They were real big on...
Right, but if you had records that you did something terrible,
Right.
would you necessarily want to...
Well, you're looking at it from the perspective of an American.
Yeah,
if you're a
I guess.
Japanese,
That's
you
fair.
captured a spy.
Fair.
So you would want to have that written down. Hey, today we captured a spy.
Dear Diary.
Right.
Today I was eating my California roll, and I captured Amelia Earhart.
Right.
And then I took her to prison, and I lived my life happily ever after.
Right. And Dear Diary, the next day she died.
The next day she died, Diary.
Inexplicably.
While I ate a Philadelphia.
Real sad like. So I don't know, but yeah, History Channel, they feel like they've built a case that
And they're gonna show it
establishes
on
clearly
TV?
they're going to show it on TV. They showed it yesterday, and then I'm
have to
sure
go
it's
back
going to be
and
in heavy.
watch
I'm sure it's going to be in heavy rotation all week because they want their love. They did hard work. Yeah.
Have you heard the other?
No, what was the other one? I died.
So everyone knows the great actor named Rob Lowe.
Okay.
Have you seen
Oh, I did hear this.
where him and his
Yes.
kids apparently have been filmed? They filmed some kind of reality show or something.
Right, they're filming like a reality supernatural show, which I think
Right.
is intriguing, and I like Rob Lowe. He's a funny
He's
guy.
a hilarious guy.
So I bet this is a
And
good show.
According to Rob Lowe, he is
Yeah.
100% coffin. He is 100%
He's dead now.
confident that he encountered Bigfoot.
Yes,
or
he
a
is.
Bigfoot-like creature.
Right,
Like,
he's actually adamant that it
He's like,
grabbed
this is
him.
not a ruse.
Sasquatch.
This is not for Hollywood. He's like, I almost died. We literally encountered something like the Bigfoot. I want to see it. I just
mean,
want to see Rob Lowe.
right.
Now I'm interested.
And
Yeah.
here's the thing, like,
Even if it's fake, but Rob Lowe is being 100% serious,
Yeah.
it's still going to be great TV.
right, and here's the man. So okay, so if you're being honest about Rob Lowe, like if you
Yeah.
look back at Rob Lowe's past, he's done some kind of things in the past that take away from his credibility.
Like Flintstones?
No. I mean, I don't
okay.
mean career-wise. I mean actual things in his life.
okay.
There was a scandal a long time ago. He was one of those diehard young Republicans in the '80s.
Yep.
And he went to a convention and he met some ladies and they hung out and they made a film. And then it turns out one of the ladies was underage.
Ooh, story of Corey DLG's life.
But that's not my life.
Just kidding.
Not my life, not my problem. But anyway, so that is a real thing that exists, and essentially
It's a trap.
Rob Lowe
It's a trap.
it is a trap. And Rob Lowe basically got away with it by saying, guys, I'm Rob Lowe. And they kind of said one thing, and then another
Right.
was true.
Which you could probably get away with in the 80s. Nowadays?
Right. Nowadays, it's a much bigger deal.
Oh, you're donezo.
Yeah, they'd have R. Kelly'd him. But
Yeah, well, he still made out pretty good for himself afterwards.
nah, you don't
He's
see
still-
him.
he's
You don't
still
see
around.
him. You don't get to, he doesn't get to associate with his friends anymore. Like, nobody wants to.
But he's
Remember-
not in prison.
True. But do you remember when everyone was doing these R. Kelly tours? Like, there were like 4 different rappers who did like a tour with R. Kelly.
Yeah.
And a couple of them even did some co-albums. And then all of a sudden, all that stuff came out, and people were like, yeah, I don't know that guy.
But he's not.
That's
in,
called distancing yourself.
Right.
But he's not in prison.
He's not in prison. That's
Winning
true. That's true.
for R.
Yeah,
Kelly.
as long as you're not in prison, it's a way better situation.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
even
Much rather have my friends not talk to me than be in prison.
Right. No, and plus you're still rich and you can still live your
Right.
life. Right. But like even crazier was the second time he got caught. This gets way less publicized. He got caught a second time. He got pulled over for speeding. The cops saw who he was.
Uh-huh.
There was a large duffel bag in the vehicle. This is the stupid part. The cop did not
Open it.
properly wait for search and seizure warrant.
Oh, okay.
He went ahead and just looked, and in it was a bag full of inappropriate things, like a whole bag full of inappropriate things. It got thrown out in court though because it was an inappropriate search and seizure.
Yeah,
Right.
makes sense to me.
He had no idea. He
So-
was
idea
breaking the
whatsoever.
law.
So, like, pretty much, like, it's completely confirmed at that point what the kind of person he is. However,
Speaking of R. Kelly,
That's called the legal system.
that is called the legal system.
Speaking of
That
R.
is
Kelly,
frustrating.
there's been some pretty good Luke Cage news that came out this week.
Why did that transition from R. Kelly?
I don't know.
I don't
Makes
even.
perfect
Did
sense.
you
I
know
don't-
the guy before I get into this? Did you know the guy Mike Coulter? He plays Luke Cage. Also played Will Smith's dad in Men in Black 3.
Oh yeah, the soldier on the airfield.
yeah.
Yeah.
When I was watching, I saw
wow.
that and I was like, "What? That's Luke Cage. He's way smaller."
Yeah. He did put on some weight for the cage.
Yeah, but this week, probably the only big TV news I would say for Marvel is they cast 2 people for the new season. Have you read about this? Do you know about this?
I heard the castings. I didn't recognize the names.
Nightshade and the Bushmaster.
I didn't recognize the character names or the actor names. So
I don't recognize
both ways.
the
I was like,
actors.
man.
But in the Luke Cage lore, these 2 guys, now one's a guy, one's a girl. They're pretty big characters. Nightshade is actually like a scientist. She becomes an evil scientist.
evil.
And so part of her experiments is what turned Captain America into Capwolf for a while.
Oh, interesting.
so yeah,
An
and-
American werewolf.
Yeah, and so it's and the Bushmaster. He's like a drug kingpin, I think.
Yeah.
But his big thing is he still loves Harlem, and he wants to protect Harlem. And I guess he sees Luke Cage as an
friend?
enemy,
An
maybe.
enemy. I was gonna say a friend.
Because he's a villain. And so
When does Defenders come out? That's got to be coming up, right?
it comes out the end of this month, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my gosh.
Either the end of July or the 1st of August.
Oh,
Oh,
my
it's
God,
into
that's-
July. I know it was the summer.
July 27th. Don't count me, but Nico will look it up during the break. When we come back here in a few, but we still got some seconds,
Yeah.
we'll have that for
We'll
sure.
have the answer for that. Because I was just thinking about that. Like, that's got to be...
Yeah, it's kind
Because
of
that's going to be coming up before Inhumans. But they're starting to push Inhumans already because of the bad reviews. They got to overcome those.
Yeah, I heard. I read a couple articles, and we won't get too much into Inhumans because it's going to be part of our San Diego Comic-Con coverage we're going to do next week on the Marvel side of it.
But they did just release that first trailer, and it did not ease my
I
fears.
don't know. I felt a little bit better about it.
Did you?
The only
Just-
thing I liked about it was Black Bolt in New York.
See, I didn't even like that they put him in regular clothes. Like, that's such an insult to
Black Bolt.
King Black Bolt.
I think he should have been in the old clothes, but I kind of like him just being like showing up and then being like, oh no.
Well, one of the things we were worried about was CGI type stuff, and I think they did a pretty good job with Lockjaw.
Lockjaw looks great. My
Right.
my other concern is Medusa's hair, and that
Yeah, I
looks
don't get
pretty
it.
terrible in the
And it was
trailer.
very short-lived, so I'm not sure how it goes. But
Could
it
be much
seems
better.
like they're setting the story up somewhat where we'll get into this more next
yeah,
week.
yeah.
But yeah, I think that was pretty big news for Luke Cage 2 to kind of see the direction they're going to go in with the two villains, female and male.
Do you think they're going to do a second season of Jessica Jones?
They're working on it already. They're already filming.
Oh, they're filming already?
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
coming out.
realize that.
It's coming out before Luke Cage.
I didn't
It'll be the
realize
next
that.
one to come out after Defenders. Will be Luke Cage 2. I mean, it'll be Jessica Jones 2, then Luke Cage 2, probably Daredevil 3, and then Iron Fist 2.
You skipped Punisher. That's got to come out somewhere and all that.
Yeah, that's gonna come out in there. I'm sticking with the 4 Defenders.
Okay.
Yeah, Punisher comes out the end of this year as well.
I want to see Punisher fight all the Defenders. How cool would that
Yes. What's gonna be really cool? We're gonna jump out to a break and come back to Nerd Thug Radio. Stay with us.
be? Hashtag talking nerdy to you.